Hello everyone, this is Bryant with sfftsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and we are here at Fiesta Texas, and one of the great things they do during Mardi Gras Festival is the Taste of Mardi Gras. So this video is going to highlight the Taste of Mardi Gras. We're going to show you all of the food booths. They're mostly in the Rockville, DC Universe, and Spotsburg sections. We'll kind of highlight those menus for you, and we will try, I don't know, some of the food offerings. This is actually my favorite food festival they do all year, so I'm very excited to check it out. Now, one thing to note, this food festival runs through February 27th, and the booths are advertised for a 11 a.m. to park close operation. So pretty much the whole time they're open, you should expect these booths to be open. And the other thing to point out is, even though we have all of those dining pass and season pass changes, as of the recording of this video, the way the dining pass is set up and structured still is functional with the food at the booth. So you can trade in your meals for a snack, and you do get your food discounts, all of that. So we'll kind of show you what that's like when we get in there. Let's head into the park. Taste of Mardi Gras food booths are going to be in the Spotsburg section. So right here outside of the arcade is the Bacon Voodoo booth, and you can see on the menu here we've got bacon wrapped boudin balls, bacon wrapped andouille sausage, and shrimp and bacon over grits, and all of those are $10.99 or a snack on the dining pass. And as I explained before, you can trade in your meal credits as a snack. And just across the way from the Bacon Voodoo booth is a brews booth. So here you have regular beer, beer pilsner, a hurricane, King's Cake cocktail, Swamp Monster cocktail. So you can pause and see what types of beer offerings they have there, but all kinds of stuff. And I'm not much of a drinker, but like I said, we're definitely going to try out quite a bit of the food today. And here's a look at one of the food offerings they have at the Bacon Voodoo stand. You can see we've got some bacon bits and some shrimp over grits, and this could be a little hit or miss. Okay everyone, it's time to try the bacon and shrimp over grits. Now I'm gonna grab some of these grits first and give those a try. There is a little bit of bacon on here. There's some really weird grits. I'm thankful that there's bacon in here with them. Let's try the shrimp. The shrimp does look really good. The shrimp's not too bad. Could be a little bit more flavorful, but I mean, it could also be worse. So I don't know. I don't think I would get this again. We went ahead and tried this at this booth because it was the one new thing that we haven't had before, but I don't know. It's a nice warm dish, so it's nice for today, but a little bit of weird flavor stuff going on with it. And over here next to the Kinderstein Kitty Teacups, you have your next two booths, which are the Frozen Hurricanes booth, and we'll jump in on here. It's pretty simple, Frozen Hurricanes, and you can get regular beer and beer pilsner, and feel free to pause so that you can see the beer offerings that they have there. And then next to that you have the Canal Street Sweets, which is kind of hidden here in the little corner, so be on the lookout for it. But you can see we've got bourbon caramel donut holes, which actually sounds really good, and praline cheesecake. So both of those are $6.99 or a snack, and these are two of the three dessert options that you can get during the food festival. We found our way into the Rockville section because this is where your next kind of cluster and main area of food booths are. And the first one you run into is outside of Scream right here, and it is the Gator Bites stand. And it is exactly what it sounds like. You've got Gator Bites here. And those are Cajun breaded deep fried alligator cutlets with a side of boom boom sauce. And those are $8.99 or a snack on the dining pass. And I did mention this at the beginning of the video, but you can see right there, these are scheduled to be open 11 a.m. to close. And here is a look at those Gator Bites. Bites. And you can see you get a pretty decent amount. Here's my hand next to it. That's really not too bad when they're only charging you a snack. And of course, I don't really know what the Boom Boom sauce is, but it's definitely a bolder color than I was expecting. So let's dive into these. All right, y'all, we've got this awesome background with Hustler, and I think we're gonna try a Gator Bite by itself. It's got a lot of seasoning in it, a little bit of a kick to it, not too much. Tons of flavor. I actually could eat that without any kind of sauce, to be honest with you. And pretty fresh. So we had these a couple years ago, and they're still holding up. They still taste good. Let's have one with the Boom Boom sauce on it. So you can see there, we've got the Boom Boom sauce, nice and hot. I still don't really know what's in that sauce. It's definitely got some more kick than the Gator Bite had on its own. So if you're into spicy, try it with the Boom Boom sauce. There's a lot of flavor on this, no matter how you eat it. So this is definitely a good option if you want to, you know, try some of this food. And maybe if you don't love spicy, just eat the Gator Bites on their own, or maybe try to find some ketchup somewhere, because, you know, it is a fried food, so it would go with ketchup. But I love the Boom Boom sauce, so really solid choice. And over here, right outside the entrance to Hustler, are two more of your Mardi Gras Festival food booths. So you have the Bayou Bites booth and the NOLA Drinks booth. And let's pull over to the NOLA Drinks sign here, and you can see we've got Cajun Bloody Marys, crazy Cajun cocktails, Hurricane on the rocks. You got your regular beer, your beer Pilsner, and feel free, just like before, to pause so that you can get a good look at those offerings right there in terms of the specialty beer. And of course, we've got to take a look at the Bayou Bites signage. So you can see there we've got shrimp and andouille skewer, Cajun shrimp and spicy andouille sausage grilled to perfection, $10.99, or a snack. Got the crab mac and cheese, which we've had before, and it's pretty good. Hot and creamy mac and cheese infused with crab meat for $7.99. Or you can get the crab cakes with Cajun sauce, which I feel like is a new offering. That's delicious baked crab cakes served with Boom Boom sauce. So that's the same sauce we had over at the over with the Gator Bites, and both of those, like I said, are $7.99, or a snack on the dining pass. And here is a look. We went ahead and went double header at this booth. You can see we've got the shrimp skewer there. Looks really good, and lots of seasoning on there. Get a nice close-up shot. Oh yeah. And then of course the other thing we got are these crab cakes, because that's not something I've had here yet. So you get 2 crab cakes, and it does come with that Boom Boom sauce that those Gator Bites came with, and some pretty good sized crab cakes. They're not playing around with the size and the portions on these at all. So let's give it a shot. All right, y'all, I think the first thing we're gonna try is the crab cake, and just like with the Gator Bites, we're gonna try this without the sauce. It's very nicely, you know, I don't know how these are prepared. I'm not gonna speculate, but I mean, you can see, if my face gets out of the way, there we go. You can see that's a pretty good combination in there. It's buttery, it's crispy for sure. So no complaints with it right out of the way. We did have the Boom Boom sauce before, so let's try it with the Boom Boom sauce. Oh yeah, that's nice. And I'll be really honest with you, this had a really nice crispy shell to it, which, you know, that's number one awesome thing. So I think we're gonna move on to the shrimp skewer. And of course we had shrimp already. Let me try to get some of this off of here. Maybe. Yeah. I need about 6 hands. Yeah, so unlike the shrimp that was on the grits option, this shrimp is much more seasoned, has a nice kick to it for sure, and it's pretty fresh. Now, this also had some sausage on it, and you can see that's nice and seasoned as well. Yeah, you know, like when you have a sausage, you want to be able to like bite into it and get like a nice little pop. It's definitely got that pop, and it's got some kick to it too. Now, none of these so far, in my opinion, I do have a fairly high heat tolerance. None of these so far are uneatable for people who have a low heat tolerance. That sausage might be kind of borderline for you though, so just keep that in mind. But the shrimp, not really that spicy at all, just a little bit of a kick. To these two nasty boys in front of Rockville High School, you have the Creole and Cajun booth and the Frozen Hurricane booth. So let's take a look at their menus real quick. So here's a look at what you can find at the Frozen Hurricane stand. You have frozen hurricanes, of course, frozen Henny made. That sounds made up. I don't know. I'm not a drinker. And of course you have regular beer and beer Pilsner. And down there at the bottom you've got all of your specialty beer offerings there. Lots of apple, mango, crisp apple. I don't know. It all just tastes like beer to me. I'm not a good person to ask. And then over here at the Creole and Cajun booth, you have gumbo, spicy thick, or a classic thick and spicy Louisiana Creole stew, jambalaya, spicy Creole rice dish mixed with andouille sausage, and crawfish etouffee, a spicy Cajun stew made with crawfish, vegetables, and dark roux. So these are all $10.99, or of course you can use a snack credit. Alright, it's a nice chilly day, so we went ahead and got both the crawfish etouffee right here and the gumbo, which is obviously right here. And these are both very hearty and very stewy types of dishes, and of course they both come with a piece of cornbread. So let's give both of these a try real quick. Alright, we're going to try the crawfish etouffee first. There's definitely like a good amount in here. You know, it's really not bad. It could use a little bit more spice. I know that they're probably trying to cater to everybody with that, but other than that, it's nice and warm, tastes fresh. But like I said, it's missing something. Maybe even just like a little bit of salt would be okay. Let's try the cornbread. That's good cornbread. It's not real dry. It's got a nice flavor to it. Yeah, that goes well with this. It is definitely on the sweet side, of course. And these definitely aren't sweet dishes. Let's go ahead and try this gumbo. Yeah, I think like in the past, I'm not sure I really consider that gumbo per se, but it is like a really nice stew, hearty meal. It's not bad by any means, but kind of my idea of gumbo is not exactly like that, but it's still pretty good. So these are both definitely really good. In the past, we've also had the jambalaya over there, but my stomach is starting to get really full. So we opted out of the jambalaya, but both of these really good. Now, one thing I do want to point out, there's a little bit of a catch when you're using your dining pass for the food festival. Now, you can trade your lunch in for a snack credit, and you can use your actual snack credit and your lunch credit together or without any time limits. Keep in mind, the dinner credit, you do have to wait 90 minutes after your lunch credit to get something else. So if you go get your lunch credit at 3 o'clock and then at 3:30 you decide you want to trade your dinner in, it's not going to work. You do have to wait the hour and a half still with the booths, just like you do at the regular restaurants. And as the Mardi Gras parade goes on down the street, right here next to Funnelicious is your final Taste of Mardi Gras booth. Now, as I said before, I am absolutely stuffed, but this is the hot beignet booth, so you can get hot beignets for $7.99 or a snack on the dining pass. A lot of people over here because of the parade, but you can kind of see the picture there of what those beignets look like. So I would love to eat one, but I might explode, and I think that's a good thing because it means I ate most of the other food I got. All right, everyone, that does it for this visit to Taste of Mardi Gras 2022 Food Festival, and I can easily say this is probably the best experience I've had at a food festival here at the park. Everything was well prepared, and none of the booths ran out of food, and of course all the booths were open, so it was all really solid quality, and I can't really say anything else about that. So if you're looking to try some specialty food out of the park, I highly recommend it. And of course, while you're here enjoying the taste of Mardi Gras, you can also enjoy the Mardi Gras Festival itself with its live entertainment and parade. So it's an all-in-one. You know, you can really spend all day out here. And just when you think maybe, hey, it's wintertime, there's not a lot to do at the park, there's tons to do out here right now. If y'all have any questions about the Mardi Gras Food Festival or the Mardi Gras Festival itself, make sure to ask us in the comments below. Also make sure to check out our Mardi Gras Festival guide at sfftsource.com. It's going to have a full listing of all the foods we showed you today, what booths are at, where the booth is located in the park, but also, if you're curious about Mardi Gras Festival in general, we've got all of the information about entertainment, the parade, and the other special activities. Thank you all for watching, take care, and we'll see you soon.